Yo, what's going on, guys? Going to be showing the power of JAK'SHO KAYN. We're going to be rushing down Ravenous Hydra into JAK'SHO, and it is very, very balanced. It's a good time for everybody. Make sure you tell your teammates not to follow you. Tell them to just keep watch, no leash, because a lot of times they'll end up just giving the cat out of the bag. You want them to get the lane so they can start farming, so if the enemies do decide they want to tickle your pickle and play the cat and mouse game, they will lose a lot of resources if they do that. Level 1 on Kayn, it's usually best to invade on enemies raptors or wolves. You usually want to invade away from their bot lane though, because that's less people to deal with. So top lane, for example, if there's one person chasing me, Kayn can usually solo that person because Kayn's level 1 has an incredibly high damage output and decent mobility because you can go over thin walls and small walls with your Q quite comfortably. We're going to take his wolves into blue. We would take blue and Gromp at the same time if it would let us, but you can't do that anymore. So we're not going to. Up against a Jax Lilia. Taking Lilia's camps wrecks her really hard. She loses all of her movement speed. If she were to cross over from right to left, she can keep up all 4 prance if she does it right. If she tries to go vertical like this, she loses all of her prance, like you see there. Go ahead and smite that down. So this is still a positive exchange because of just the interaction with her mobility. I don't mind making this exchange at all. And now if the enemies didn't ward this, she wouldn't have done that. Clearly somebody had warded or somebody had seen us. So it is what it is. I can go gank the Jax now. Granted, I am missing a lot of HP. And on top of that, my teammates didn't have to leash, so... my teammates didn't have to leash, they could get the lane sooner, get more XP, get more gold, you get the picture. Gonna hit him with an ignite, auto attack. Notice how I held on to Q, because if he flashed or dashed away, we need our Q to keep up. So if we're already in range to auto attack and we're cutting him off, just auto and hold on to your dash. There's no reason to W either, because he could have flashed that. We have to stand still to W, so auto attacking was the best option there. Kayn's ganks pre-6 are horrible unless you can come up super deep behind the enemy, so don't waste your time on dumb ganks. On ganks where you're just going to show yourself and not really get anything out of it. Lily is able to get off a successful gank as well. We could grab topside scuttle here. Auto attack W, auto attack Q. Your Q has a massive hitbox, and everything in the first circle and everything in the second circle is affected. And these circles are big, so it's kind of hard to miss your Q. It's so large. A lot of people just don't realize how big it is. It's much bigger than Kayn's actual hitbox, that's for sure. Not the fastest level in the 4 in the world, but we also went leashless and started in her jungle. If you take the enemy camps 20% slower than your own, it's going to play into part of it there. Jax is going to ward or something. I'll take her wolves. Xante mid in the cast, that's kind of interesting. Auto Q, auto W, good ward down right there. And as long as we can keep taking her wolves, if she ever crosses over from Raps over to wolves, she'll lose all of her prance if the wolves aren't there for her to leech off of. So this is a very, very good route against any jungler, but even more so against Lilia or junglers who want to just full clear into level 6. Then we come up from behind. Top laners don't know how to play against this. Get him with a Q. We weren't going to be able to reach him. Plus, as we queued forward, he still had to go all the way past us, which he wasn't really going to be able to do there. Oh, wait, is Kayn... is he freezing it? I can't tell. I don't know if I just messed up his freeze or not. Can't really tell what he's trying to do. Regardless, it's a good time to reset. Get a big chunk of Rav. You can play red Kayn or blue Kayn with Ravenous. Both work really well. Lily's going topside. Look at all those sexy pings. I'm not only pinging out where she is, but most likely where she's going. Gives your teammates a much better idea of what's happening, and then they can decide what they want to do with that information. My bot side's up here. I think we outpathed her. She ended up not reinvading me, and I reinvaded her because I didn't reset. She missed out on a bunch of XP there. She missed out on wolves, and then she had a delayed Gromp spawn where she would have had to hung around in the area. She might have pushed for my raptors thinking those would be up. Are you serious, Gromp? Just die. She might have pushed into there, but she's not going to get anything. She has 0 prance. Lilia ganking with 0 prance is so like crappy. She's slow without Prance. She needs Prance to gank. I think her bot side's up, so that's what I'm going to go for here. Her respawn's super short because she's only level 5. I can still get there in time. Also, we should have oracles right now. We shouldn't still have the normal warding totem. Oh, raptors are down. It's a little surprising, actually. She's going to be moving pretty slow over here. Should be able to get these in time. With smite, at least. And this is stopping her from getting Prance, which is mobility. There's nothing to really do here now. She's low, but she's not really low enough for me to do anything against. Lilia's over here. She's only level 5. Hey, Lilia. I think she's a melee champion technically now, so when I hit her, I get red essence. I don't get blue. Kite away. She's super, super low. I don't think she can stay. She's not going to be able to heal up properly, and I can take her red buff from her now right after I take this. Auto W, auto Q. I was waiting for my Q to place me better for autos. That's why I didn't Q initially. It's just how it was positioned with how I was, where I was already situated. So she can't take this now. She kind of just has to back. She's most likely resetting right now. I could potentially take Dragon off this. Wouldn't be a bad option. I could wait for her. My bot lane's resetting, so I don't know. Hit her with the W, auto attack Q reset, auto attack R. She almost died and she kind of has to reset again. I find playing red or blue Kayn. Blue and red Kayn can both play off of the same items these days. The only difference is you will want to pick up a tier for blue Kayn at some point. That way you don't run out of mana, because you're going to be perma-spamming E on blue Kayn since it's a short cooldown. Blue Kayn did get buffed relatively recently as well, to where it's even more so you can play blue Kayn with any items. Kind of assassin, bruiser, tank. Blue Kayn can play with anything. Most likely gonna get stuck on red Kayn this game because their whole team's melee except for their bot lane, which I haven't been able to really gank too much. Lily is gonna be on top side, so I'll make sure I take this. She's gonna be on this side of the map. I'll back when I can afford full Ravenous. We're getting pretty close to it. Jax looks gankable. He's behind. Kayn typically does well against Jax because all of your abilities he can't block with his E, so he doesn't have much outplay potential against you, and you can time out his stun with your R. Kayn's R is a great outplay tool. Not much counterplay to it. I'll go ahead and gank. Instead of finishing the full clear, oh, there's no need to finish the full clear since this was gankable. It's not like I was waiting for my R to come up or anything. Hey, friend. Getting with the WQ. Shen has his R. He can save me if he wants to. That's solid. That's really, really good. If Shen didn't have R, I would have played that much slower than I did. But since he has it, why bother? Time to reset. Can afford a full Ravenous Hydra here. I would also like to get auto attack into the E. I think she... Yeah, I have R, buddy. I don't think she realized I still had it. It was on cooldown for the initial fight. Having Ignite is so nice. If you're having to fight a big self-healer like Lilia or Warwick. Every time Lilia hits you with an ability, she heals from her passive. Got full red Kayn off of that. It's so weird getting red essence hitting Lilia. Riot literally did that just because Demonic. They giga nerfed Demonic for ranged champs. And that's one of Lilia's core items. So she became unplayable once they did that. Against their team, I'm kind of feeling the Lucids here. And... Whoa, 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 whoa. No, we need this. I'm wasting all my speed up from my transformation here. You don't want to walk around like that. So normally when you transform, you want to push out onto the map and you'll have a big speed up. But I was buying the wrong items. We're going Ravenous this game into JAK'SHO. And we'll probably pick up a Mana Moon. For boots, I'm thinking Lucids or Plated. Could even go for Swifties, honestly. They have a lot of slows on their team. especially once Lily has Rylai's. Lucids gives us a lot of damage output, and they're also inexpensive. Actually, accidentally wasted E there. I was wasted my E. Casted it slightly too soon. Xante took somebody with him. Doing decent damage. Don't mind if I do. I have a massive item advantage on pretty much their whole team right now. So taking Dragon's safe, even if our mid's dead. They can only get here so fast anyways if they full rotate, and then we can outplay them. There it is. Hey, Janna. We got her R. Not bad. Auto attack Q. Jin's tanking turret. He needs to get out. Kaisa panic flash. He's real scared. I don't need these minions. Just getting them low. Ravenous does leave you a little bit squishy, but whenever you're ganking, they're trying to get away from you anyways, so there's really no downside to going Ravenous over Gordrink first item. At least as a jungler, it's just fine. Push for Herald here. Lily is resetting. She's not full item. Jax is behind and Shen's over here. Might as well. Trying to decide which turret to go for. I'm thinking mid turret. Cool. Our Q does a lot of flat damage, and then it also does percent base damage. 8% of their max health on the dash and the spin on both parts. Got out his stun there. I think I could just dive him at this point. He wasted that. Looks like he's gonna hold on to his he's dead though. I don't know what they think they're gonna do. My W was on cooldown, so I couldn't do very much there. Yeah, Shen doesn't want it. I don't blame him. It's a bit of an awkward situation. I could just take her blue buff and heal. Had ignite on the Jax. Whenever you're inside of people, you can smite or ignite them and get off a bunch of damage. Normally, to get to them with your R, a lot of the times you'll have to use a smite or an ignite, because you have to inflict some kind of damage before it lets you R them. Don't mind if I do. Red Kayn heals a lot whenever he deals damage to champions. Physical damage specifically, which is interesting because he is all physical damage, so I don't know why I'd even specify. I guess maybe they were worried there would be an OP magic damage item that does magic damage that he could build. I mean, everything you're doing is physical damage here. Kind of funny. It's only against champs though. Blue Kayn instead does additional damage, and it comes out as magic damage. So even if the enemy team is full armor stack against Blue Kayn can still find value. On top of that, Blue Kayn has a longer R range and a lower E cooldown. You can also cast W without standing still. Basically, Blue Kayn is way more mobile, has a bit more damage, and Red Kayn has more self-healing. That's the difference. Plus max health damage on his Q. Difference in a nutshell. Healing versus mobility. Jax is so far behind. I have red buff autos. I'm cutting off his escape route here. I don't know where he thinks he's gonna go. Get the knock up. Yeah, we can't. It's fine though. This is diveable. I'm trying not to steal all of these. It's so hard though. I have so much damage. Lily is bot side. He's dead. I'm gonna tank it first. Into the R. Auto attack Q. That's the thing about Kayn. You get to dodge a turret shot with your R for free. You get to come out, swap aggro. We're both full health. The turret does nothing against Kayn. I'm on cooldown. I can't really do this too well. I think he dies there from my ignite. Wait, the turret's still aggroing me. What the heck? Didn't think I'd have to deal with that. I still have Herald. I'll go ahead and reset. Sheesh. What a fight. Shen's OP, dude. That champ needs a nerf. Okay, it's time for Mana Moon, and I'd say Lucids. Or Swifties. I'm down for both. Maybe Swifties would be better. Ability haste. We'll try Lucids. Lucids is more mobility in terms of having our E on shorter cooldown and R on a shorter cooldown. If you're the only front line for your team and you have to be super tanky, normally you'd have to go for plated or mercs. And in a game like this, we have the Shen and Cassante. Our team's already super tanky. We might as well go push for Lucids here to max out damage. They've made the treats finish your item faster now, to where if you have a treat, it counts as 2. So every time you kill a monster camp, it removes 1 from your jungle item. But if you have a treat, that's an additional 2. So if you have a treat and you kill a jungle camp, it removes 3 from your jungle item total. So we finished jungle item pre 17-minute mark when we haven't been doing just pure farming. I like that change. Now whenever we touch bushes or kill a large monster, we go zoom fast. We're hard to get away from, and we can also move around like a blue Kayn. Hey, John. Auto attack Q, W. Auto attack R. Back into the Q. Oh, man, her flash. Makes you wonder if she had Nimbus, because she was moving fast there. Wild. She actually got away. Jin's trying to take my stuff. I'm gonna cross over and take all of her camps. She's so far behind in CS this game. Taking her camps, it's really hard for Lilia. She walks around the map with 0 prance, and she's not fast without it. It's a big equation in terms of her balancing. Is the reason why she's an above average clear speed is because of the speed she's moving at. So if she misses that, she's actually pretty slow at clears. Cass hurts. That was painful. Yeah, eat on that, Jonna. Sitting on a full stacked Rav, it's giving 85 AD right now. Pretty solid. Wait, I was supposed to go JAK'SHO second item. Oh my god. I ended up getting a Mana Moon. Oh well. We'll still get JAK'SHO as long as the game lasts that long. There's nothing to do mid right now, so might as well farm camps. You can take them super fast with this damage build. Because that's one upside to delaying JAK'SHO for as long as possible until you need it for team fights. Got Ignite on her. She should die from my R. I think my E got canceled there. I think I started an auto attack. I'm not sure. I think I should have had my E back up. A little greedy of me to try to kill the Janna there. I gave them a big shutdown and lost some Rav stacks. Not worth it all. Because whether I kill Janna or not, it wouldn't change the game. We're already more fed. We can show up to objectives and take them. Only way they can kill us is if I basically fight them 1v4 underneath their turret area to where I can't chase. Oh, that's their win con. My win con is showing up to objectives and taking them because they can't do anything about it. I guess I can stay with oracles for now. Could honestly just split push. None of them can match me solo. Or even 2v1 necessarily if I have R. Oh, you're out of mana, buddy. He was not managing his mana there at all. Jin got the Herald. I'll play for next drag spawn. See if I can get back into Lilia's jungle. Want to take her camps, keep her behind. JAK'SHO is pretty far away at 1400 gold. Oh, nice control ward. Deep in their jungle. They're all grouping topside deal with Cassante. Now they're going to lose mid turret for it. He doesn't even have shutdown, so they'll get a maximum of 300 gold off that. And we can clear the wave with 1 QW. Nice. I don't know. Cass is kind of tanky. I'm nervous to dive him because he's also fast. Get him with our slow into QW. Into Q. Auto attack Q resets. Very nice. Should be turret. Hey, Jonna. I am out of here. Shen might have to army in a moment. Oh, never mind. Big Jin follow up. Hey, Cass. Dude, that might be game. We have the Herald and they all just died greeting to kill me like they did last time. That's probably it. I would like to show you guys JAK'SHO. I don't think we're going to be able to this game. I think it's just over. Oh, never mind. We can't end here. Absolutely can't end. We're going to end up breaking the turret, getting the Nexus low, and then dying. Because they have base speed up out of Nexus. So, like, we could have broken the turret, yes, and done some damage to Nexus, but then we would have died and given shutdowns. It's not worth. We could always come back later. Grab Dragon in the meantime. And then I can buy JAK'SHO. And go in. Mean Chen could 2v5 them. If he puts his R on me. I forget when they did it. It was a while ago, but they're like, you know what? Shen R should scale off of HP. So his big fat shield is huge the tankier he is. It's kind of weird. Not a lot of counterplay around that. I need more gold. A little bit more. The reason why I don't see JAK'SHO as often on Kayn, even though it has a really high win rate, is because a lot of Kayn players are just instinctually going for Gorge Rank, and Gorge Rank is a mythic, so then you can't build JAK'SHO at that point. Ravenous really steps in as that position as the first item rush that has great damage and great carry potential. It feels that for pretty much every melee AD jungler in the game. They can go Ravenous first item rush, whether it's a Xin, Warwick, Jarvan, Master Yi, Nocturne, Lee Sin, and get really good value. Same with Kayn. They've even nerfed Ravenous last patch, but it wasn't that big of a nerf to where it's still very, 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 very worth it. It's giving us 85 AD right now. 20 ability haste, 10 Omni Vamp, and a bunch of AoE damage. I have Ignite and Smite. They can't fight me. Look at that speed. Moving at 516 when I touch a bush. Oh, I don't think they know I'm over here. I get the knock up. I can't quite pinch. If I arch, they don't die. I need to heal off my R here. Look at that healing. Don't get the knock up because she flashed. Back into the wall for the heal. Should be Baron. Typically at this point, you would look for either more damage if your team's tanky, or you could look for more tankiness and damage with things like Death's Dance. Death's Dance is really, really good. You can pick up Spear of Shojin, usually 5th or 6th item. You don't normally go at 4th on Kayn with this type of build. It's funny how Spear of Shojin isn't typically favorited. I'm surprised it is on Kayn. Because even on Hecarim a little bit ago, it wasn't a favorited item, even though it was his highest win rate item in the game. Their red buff's coming up and I want it. I want it! You're gonna try to kite me out. You're gonna run away. They're so scared. She has 2.5 items. I'm 3 items. I barely have more items than her. Hey, Jonna, auto attack Q, W. Boom. Boom. Down she goes. That should be GG's right there. That should be it, man. There's no coming back from that. I've seen Jin lately give some pretty crazy value. His damage gets super high. His scaling is really good because he gets away with going Gathering Storm and just getting through lane phase. Yes, decent range. Champ seems really strong to me right now in this meta. I've also been seeing a lot of AD carries taking Flash Ghost. This Jax is super demoralized. I think he's just trying to end the game right now. Maybe he's trying to bait. Any way you cut it. He's low morale at the moment. I have R, and you are dead. Oh, look at that heal. Ow! Look at that damage, boy. That damage is nasty. GG's. All right, let's look at damage dealt, damage taken, and healed. Looking at damage to enemy champions, we had 3,000. Looking at damage to enemy champions, we had the most in the game. Looking at damage taken, we'd taken the most in the game. Okay, okay. Looking at self-mitigated, we almost had the most self-mitigation in the game. And keep in mind, there is a Shen with perma shields, and there's also Cassante with perma shields, and we almost had the most self-mitigated. Not bad at all. And for healing done, big surprise. Dude, Kayn is so broken. A champion that can deal the most damage and take the most damage and heal the most damage is kind of ridiculous. That's just bruisers in a nutshell, I guess. For runes, ultra high value. I love this build. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King6. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.